Hey there friends, Katie here from Shangri-La Gardens. Since you're not able to come to us, we wanted to come to you. Today, we're going to be talking all about pollution. Just kidding! I'm a citizen superhero and I pick up litter all throughout my neighborhood. Alright friends, since I'm already in my citizen superhero cape, I want to tell you all about pollution. So we're going to talk about the two different types of pollution today. The first type is called point source pollution. That means we can tell exactly where that pollution is coming from, and it's confined into one place. So you could point to the pollution. So enjoy this next skit with my friend Peggy. She's going to show you all about point source pollution and litter. Hey there guys, my name is Peggy and I got me a brand new Cadillac. It's purple, my favorite color. Man, I just was coming from having some lunch. I just had a hamburger and it was delicious. But now I got this beautiful car, smells like new car. But this hamburger bag's making it smell like onions. I don't want this in here. What should I do? I guess I'll just throw it out. No big deal. That doesn't matter, huh? Let's just get this out of here. It stinks. All right, well, see you guys later. Whoa, time out. We need to rewind here. Peggy must not know about point source pollution and that litter can cause damage to our environment. Let's rewind and see if she can figure out how to do it correctly. Hey guys, my name is Peggy and I just got me a brand new Cadillac. It's purple, my favorite color. Man, I just stopped and had some lunch. I had a hamburger and it smells like onions. I got this brand new car, this beautiful interior, brand new car smell, but it stinks like onions now. I ought to just get rid of this garbage. I don't want it in here. Oh wait, you know what? I think I'll go detail my car. I know they have garbage cans. I'll just throw it away there. That seems better than throwing it out my window. All right, friends, did you notice what Peggy did differently that time? That's right. Instead of littering out her window, she took her trash and stuck it in the garbage can. That's a much better choice. Thank you, Peggy, for being a good steward of our environment. Up next, we're going to talk about non-point source pollution. That means we can't tell exactly where it's coming from. It comes from a wide area. I'm going to give you an example. Think about maybe some drips of oil or some litter that gets thrown in the streets. Then when it rains, that rainwater picks it up and eventually deposits it into a bigger body of water. So follow me over here. We're going to do a quick experiment so I can show you what non-point source pollution is. As we're doing our experiment about non-point source pollution, I need you to use your imagination. Let's take a look as I build a mountain range. Now that we have our mountains, we need to add our soil. Now that we have our soil, I want to tell you a story. All right, so the story starts out with Mount Christie. Now this is called Mount Christie because there's an old lady there and she has 17 cats. And Christie, who lives on Mount Christie, when she's done and it's time for her to change the cat litter boxes, no one lives up there but her. So she just throws them outside. No big deal, right? No one is up on Mount Christie besides Christie and her 17 cats. Now way far away, as far as the eye can see, there is Mount Harrison. Mount Harrison is here and he loves to eat French fries. So Harrison, who lives on Mount Harrison, bought a gigantic French fry fryer. And he eats French fries every single day, and they are delicious. But when it's time for Harrison to change the oil in his French fry fryer, guess what he does with it? He just throws it outside, puts it in the woods. But it's not a big deal because it's just Harrison and his French fries up here on Mount Harrison. Now, if you look due east in the other direction, you're going to see Mount Garrett. Now, Mount Garrett is where the mechanic Garrett lives, and he collects old cars. And let me tell you, he has a lot of them. He works on those all day, restoring old cars and fixing them up and really making them work well. But guess what happens sometimes with old cars? Sometimes they have some oil leaks. No big deal. It's up here on Mount Garrett, way far away from Mount Harrison, way far away from Mount Christie and her 17 cats. All right, now down here in the valley is a beautiful lake, Lake Roland. Now the locals call it Lake Roro though. Now Lake Roro is filled with fish and frogs, and it is healthy. We have birds. It is beautiful. You ought to see it. Beautiful, crystal clear water. You can see right to the bottom. You can see that soil all the way down there, nice and clear. All right, so on Mount Christie, remember, we have Christie and her 17 cats, and she throws out her cat litter whenever she cleans the boxes. Across the way, we have Mount Harrison, and he loves French fries. He dumps out that French fry oil, no big deal. And over here, way due east of Mount Harrison, is Mount Garrett. And Garrett is where the great mechanic Garrett lives, and he restores old cars. So not a big deal, right? Because that pollution is just on their mountains. It won't matter, will it? No big deal. But there's a big storm brewing, and it's gonna rain. What do you think is gonna happen? I don't know. All right. What? Oh no. Look at Mount Harrison. That French fry oil, it's spreading. It's not just in one location now, it's everywhere. Oh, it's moving due east over here to Mount Garrett. Oh no, that car oil, look at that. That's covering the whole mountaintop. It made it over here to Mount Christie and her 17 cats. Oh, that cat litter, that's a mess. Look at that. But guess what, guys? It keeps raining and raining. And what is happening now? All that French fry oil from Mount Harrison, it's running down into Lake Roland, into Lake Roro. This is no good. Oh no, Mount Garrett, there's oil everywhere. It's getting all into Lake Roland. This is terrible. Oh, and Mount Christie, here we go. There goes that cat litter. Oh no, it's getting down in there into that beautiful lake. That lake used to be clear with lots of fish and frogs and birds, but now look, Lake Roland is all polluted. Oh man, this is unfortunate. Okay friends, now this was a very dramatic scene based on non-point source pollution and how it can spread when it rains. But I wanted to give you a good idea and to show you that anytime there's any type of pollution, it has to go somewhere. Okay friends, today we've learned about point source pollution, where we can point to where that pollution's coming from, and we saw Miss Peggy in her brand new Cadillac, and she learned an appropriate way to dispose of her trash as opposed to throwing litter out on the road. And then we did an experiment where you learned about non-point source pollution. You saw that mountain range with Mount Christie and Mount Harrison and Mount Garrett, and all of that pollution ended up down into Lake Roro, Lake Roland, and we couldn't really tell where it was all coming from. So it was non-point source pollution. Challenge time. I challenge you to go out into your neighborhood with your adult and pick up litter. It's all around us. So take a few minutes with your adult, make sure you wear gloves, and pick up some litter in your community. We miss you. We're proud of you. Stay curious.